So you ever heard the saying, nice guys finish last? Well, I know why now, okay? For a long time, like, I used to think that I liked nice guys or I wanted a nice guy, but I honestly don't want a nice guy. And the reason being is three reasons. They have no backbone, and that's a turn off. They're like really insecure.
All right, so let me first speak on the not having a backbone. I felt like, I didn't have no backbone. I ain't gonna lie, man. I was intimidated by women. I was scared of women. I was scared to speak my mind. And what we have to understand is a woman naturally wants to feel safe and secure. I talk about this all the time. So, man, I would be so scared of women and so scared to speak my mind that I'm trying to play this role that I ain't had no backbone. And I feel like most men don't have no backbone. Most of us are intimidated by women and we don't have no back. And what happens is a woman runs over you. And what happens when a woman runs over you, she loses respect for you. And when she loses respect for you, nothing's going to happen but the friend zone. A woman needs to feel safe and secure. So if you're scared of her, how are you going to protect her when somebody come in and break in the crib? She going to be the one She going to be the one that go get the gun because you're going to be the one that's scared because you scared of her.
Like, they always need reassurance from you. Like, it's really annoying. They're really not assertive. Like, it's like you basically have to be the man in the relationship because they're so nice.
And I want to speak on that too. A lot of men a lot of times be like, man, this woman is masculine, she's masculine, this and that. But a lot of times, I know for me, I used to be the same one saying that, man, these women are masculine, and however, that is true. But a lot of times as a man, if you're not being a man, now the woman has to be the man, because in any dynamics, it has to be a masculine, it has to be a feminine. One leads, one follows. And I'm not saying all the time, but I'm saying just in a sense of dynamics, it's gonna be a masculine, it's going to be a feminine. And when you acting like the chick, she gotta be the one that leads. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta be assertive. You gotta be able to state how you feel and do what you wanna do. But a lot of times, again, man, we as men, we put ourselves last because growing up, our aunties and moms be like, buy flowers and do this and all the Disney fairy tales. So that's in our subconscious because that's all we see. And a lot of times we don't know how to show up as a man. You know what I'm saying? So that's very important, man. You gotta be assertive, man. A lot of times we're assertive on our jobs and things like that, but when it comes to a woman, we bow down. You know what I'm saying? Like yes, ma'am.
I want to be the nice one, okay? I don't want him to be mean, but I don't want him to be too nice. Like, it's a perfect middle ground.
Man, anybody that believes in religion, Jesus, man, not only was he a lion, but he was also nice and kind. So a lot of men feel like, oh, I'm not giving no women no validation, See, a lot of men are very extreme. So a lot of men are either too nice or they're too mean. You got to have that balance. I've learned how to get that balance to where you're assertive, but at the same time, you're caring and kind. But at the same time, you got a backbone. You ain't going to tolerate no BS. You know what I'm saying? You ain't going to put up with nothing. But at the same time, you got to be caring and soft, being able to have a conversation and understand where your woman is coming from. But at the same time, you got to be a man. So you got to find that balance, because a lot of times, man, we're just so extreme. We too rah-rah or we too nice and we get walked all over. Or if you're too alpha, you know what I'm saying? You just, you know what I'm saying? That's fake. You too arrogant. That ain't real.
Like, you know what I mean? And my final reason is that nice guys just come off really fake. Like, it just seems like they're pretending, like you just waiting for them to switch up on you, because most narcissists are super nice in the beginning and then they switch up.
Yeah, so pretty much like she's saying, a lot of times, man, when I was a nice guy, you're being inauthentic. For me, I was naturally like a people pleaser, so I wanted everybody around me to be happy, but I didn't strive to make myself happy. My happiness always came last. And a lot of times you're being inauthentic when you're a nice guy, because no one is that nice, right? You know what I'm saying? No one is nice 100% of the time, man. A lot of times, if you're being your true, authentic self, you're gonna piss some people off. You know what I'm saying? Because when you're stating how you feel, or you're naturally coming off being you're gonna rub people the wrong way. But what happens is, a lot of times, man, subconsciously, we don't want people to not like us or whatever, but you gotta understand, man, regardless of what you do, people ain't gonna like you. So you might as well just be yourself, because people are not going to like you with whatever you do. So it is what it is. And also, guys, there's a difference between being a nice guy and a good guy and a bad guy, right? Because I feel like I have combinations of being a good dude and a bad guy at the same time. When I say bad guy, because I can be stuck in my ways and I'm gonna do what I want to do. So that's that bad guy tendency, that assertiveness, that arrogance, that confidence. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I'm a good dude in the sense of I'm gonna keep my word. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be caring. I'm gonna be kind. So you need a mixture of both. But like she said, man, y'all be too nice, man. You can't be super nice, man. People will run over you when you don't got no backbone. And like I said, man, a woman wants a guy with an edge, man. You gotta have an edge to you. And you can't have an edge when you super nice all the time. You know what I'm saying? You gotta just be you, but you gotta be comfortable with being yourself. And this is why I talk about on this channel so much with your mindset and the way you think and how you maneuvering. You got to keep your mind right. You got to be comfortable with self, because if you're not comfortable with yourself, you're going to be intimidated by a woman. You know what I'm saying? I remember when I started to date more women that I thought was out my league, I would be intimidated by them, scared by them, afraid to kind of do what I wanted to do or say how I felt. And a lot of times a woman picks up on that energy and she sees, oh, he's not sure of himself. And we know what confidence is when you're sure of yourself. Women want confident men. And how can you be confident if you're nice all the time? You just agree with everything. You say yes to everything. You know what I'm saying? You don't speak up for yourself. You know what I'm saying? No woman wants that, because now she has to be the man. Like she said in the video, she wants to be the nice one. But so many of us are nice, we're people pleaser. And that's why a lot of these dudes, a lot of times, see, when people say stop chasing women, it's bigger than that. Because chasing women is a mindset. You know what I'm saying? Because if you really find value in yourself, you're not gonna chase a woman, because you will understand a woman that wants me is gonna let me know. A woman that wants me is gonna make it easy for me. And I'm not saying easy to a sense of like 1, 2, 3 easy, but a woman that wants you is gonna be available for you. She's gonna make it easy for you to set up a date, easy for you to see her. But when she doesn't like you, she's gonna make it difficult for you. And a lot of times we play this nice guy role because we're trying to prove ourselves to the woman. You shouldn't have to prove it. You are the proof. You have to be the proof. Stop trying to prove yourself to her, because when you prove yourself to her, you're going to come up short. Because again, you're treating her like a celebrity. Now she's going to treat you like a fan. And that's what a lot of us do. You know what I'm saying? Me, myself included. That's what I did for so many years. You know what I'm saying? Because nobody really taught me how to be myself around women. You know what I'm saying? How to embrace my masculinity. A lot of us are not assertive. We assertive at work, but when we get with our women, we turn into a female dog. You know what I'm saying? So that's the whole point of this message, man. Just learn how to be comfortable with yourself. You know what I'm saying? Be you. Don't just be a nice guy and a people pleaser and try to suck up to women and none of that. Like, love yourself. It all starts with self. And you know what I'm saying? Invest into yourself. Invest in being more, whether you got to go get therapy, whatever it is you got to do, learn how to be comfortable with you and your masculinity. You know what I'm saying? And get experience and learn from your failures, man. That's all it is, man. It's all an experience game, man. It's trial and error, man, at the end of the day. All right, guys, I appreciate you guys for coming over to the channel. I appreciate all the new subscribers, man. I appreciate y'all so much. Guys, make sure you continue to like, comment, subscribe to the channel, and I'm gone.